Hey everybody, welcome to another action figure review, G.I.Joe Classified Edition. And today we're going to be looking at the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Philip Chuckles Provost. And this is a figure that was prominent in the G.I. Joe animated movie, although he didn't say a word in that movie, which is weird. But he did have a few humorous moments, like when he threw a missile from the Havoc at a Cobra Hiss during a practice exercise, and as well as when he climbed up on top of the Tomahawk helicopter and started the propellers with his bare hands. Kind of weird, honestly. He achieved more infamy in the comic series, although I didn't read. I can't remember if it was a Devil's Due or IDW that he had his breakout series or whatever. But in any case, he is G.I. Joe's deep cover agent, probably ex-CIA or something before he joined G.I. Joe. And he is the exclusive for San Diego Comic-Con for the year 2023. And if you can see, take a look at his box. It is plastic-free, but it is different. It's not the normal plastic-free box that you would get. They kind of spruced it up for the Comic-Con. Give it more of an exclusive feel to it. And you can see that it's designed to look like a radio of some sort with a video screen. And as you can see on the front, he's got image of Chuckles with holding two fingers. And you can see on the screen here, we've got Baroness, Tomax, and Xamot, who look angry. And Chuckles has got this file in his hand that he just stole from them. And as you can see, the Baroness, Tomax, and Xamot are in red, because this is the Crimson Strike Command team, which was the PulseCon exclusive this year. So we'll be looking at that later. I haven't actually gotten mine yet, because sometimes Pulse UK is faster than Pulse USA, sometimes it's slower. And for the Crimson Strike team, it's slower. So the front of the box, you can see all these dials and designs and stuff. And then on the side, you got more dials. This is number 75 in the line. On this side, you got switches and wires and more dials and connector ports. And then on the back, you've got some kind of, probably just a scrambler or a descrambler, some type of CIA equipment or whatever. And of course, you got legalese, more legalese on the bottom, nothing on the top, just blank. And then this has a flap that you can open up. And that shows you the nice product shot of Chuckles sitting on Cobra Island or Miami Beach or somewhere. And not only did he steal a file from the Crimson Strike team, but he also got a whole bunch of Cobra gold. And then over here, we can see a little comic kind of on him stealing the file from the safe, and then ducking these bats that come in to attack him, leaping over the guardrail, down the stairs, kicking that bat's head off, doing something to that bat, pushing past that bat, jumping out the window, and then landing in his convertible and driving off. All from the Coconut Palm Hotel. Secretly a Cobra front. You can see the Cobra snake door handles. It's just kind of funny. Oh wow, these pigeons take a take a look. So unlike other boxes, this one has a story to tell. And we'll see what the Crimson Strike Team box looks like as soon as we get that in, which will be in a little while. I think mine is set to ship in February, which is weird that happens sometimes, because most Americans already have theirs. So I don't know why it's taking them so long to ship to us in the UK. But then other stuff we gets here earlier. So who knows? Who knows why that happens? And here we have Chuckles, decked out in his famous Hawaiian shirt, just like the original character. He's got his shoulder harness, which is really loose. I wish they had made this a little bit tighter. And he's got his belt with Joe Pro. He's got his nice sheath. He's got his pants and boots. And he's got a watch on his left arm. Nothing on the right. The knife sheath and the holster are an overlay, as is the belt. And the belt is tight on there, which again, I wish the holster had been. But this is pretty much Chuckles, and anyone who knows the character would immediately recognize him. Anyone who's a G.I. Joe fan be like, oh yeah, that's Chuckles. He definitely looks like a spook, huh? Although maybe more casual pants would have been, and boots would have helped with a disguise. It looks a little too obvious there. You know, not counting the sheath and the shoulder holster, obviously. Going over articulation. Chuckles does not... There we go. He looks down about that far. Can look up about that far. Can do the exorcist spin. He's got some good tilt. His arm can go all the way around. He's got the butterfly joints there. And that one does not go up and down. He can get his arm up about 90 degrees. He's got a bicep cut, although that looks pretty wonky. He's got double jointed pinless arms. Vertical hinge on his right hand. And a horizontal on his left. He has an ab crunch. He can crunch forward that far. And he can crunch back about that far. He also has a waist joint, so he can get some twists there. He can do some tilt in the waist area. He's got those drop down hips, so he can do the Van Damme splits. He can kick out about that high and kick back about that far. He's got a thigh cut, double jointed but pinned legs. So these legs are reused from an older character. I'm not sure which one, but I'm sure other people could tell you. He's got a boot cut. His foot can go back that far. He can go forward that far. He's got the rocker. And he's got peg holes on the bottom for a stand. Accessories wise, because he is a deluxe figure, he comes with quite a lot. First of all, he comes with an alternate head sculpt. And this head is basically him after he's been tortured by Tomax and Zaymot. Maybe had a bat or two punch him around. He's got a cut on his forehead. He's got a swollen left eye. He's got a slightly blackened right eye. They've knocked one of his teeth out. And he's smiling through it all. He also has a cut across the bridge of his nose. So yeah, these are both pretty good head sculpts, but I think I would stick with the less cartoony one. He also comes with this knife, which is one of the better looking knives I've seen in the line. Looks like a straight combat knife. Kind of cool. Black with a painted blade. I wish they would paint more blades and figures. That goes right into his sheath there. He comes with this pistol. Again, this is one of the better pistol sculpts in the line. This looks like a got 45 or a 9mm or something like that. No removable clip, all black plastic, but still looks pretty good. And you can holster him. You can holster that pistol in his shoulder harness. He also comes with an alternate pair of hands, and these hands have knuckle dusters. So if you wanted him to throw down with someone, like Croc Master, or punch his way out of the room with some bats, you can punch their heads off with these golden knuckle dusters. He also comes with the file that he stole. You can see there's a picture of the Crimson Bat on the front there. Nothing on the back. It doesn't open. So it's just like this. You have to imagine what's inside. Probably just blueprints of the bat and whatnot. And he also comes with a briefcase. Nondescript brown briefcase with some damage and scratches on it. And the briefcase opens, and inside you have pretty much nothing. Just a little like sleeve there. And you can take the file and throw it in there so you can hold on to it. He also comes with a pair of handcuffs, and these do not open, and they're pretty rigid. Like, that's not very soft plastic in the middle there, so you don't want to bend them too much, you might break them. And in order to get these on his hand, you have to pop the hands off, and you can slide them on his wrist and put the hands back on. So he's got those, and he also has a pair of handcuffs broken. So they handcuffed him, they tortured him, then they left the room, he broke the handcuffs. And again, if you can put these on his by popping the hands off, sliding them on his wrists, and then popping the hands back on. And that'll work that way. He also comes with this lei that you can put around his head. There we go. I didn't know Cobra Island was such a tourist destination. Although it could be he was just in Miami. Or maybe in even Hawaii. I don't know. He has still more accessories. He comes with this set of headphones, which can go over his head, right by his ears. No ear pods for Chuckles. He goes old school. These do not fit all that well. They're very loose. You might be able to get a better fit from them if you were to put them where you want them on his head, and then maybe apply some heat to get them to be more malleable a bit, and then just hold them like that until they cool down again. That might get them to sit better. And those headphones go with his cassette recorder. Yes, he has a Walkman. And if you look closely enough, the camera focuses, you will notice that it resembles Soundwave's transformed form. So there's a hint of the crossover between G.I. Joe and Transformers, and Chuckles is carrying around Soundwave. Although this is all black, there's no blue, so you could argue this was Sound Blaster rather than Soundwave, which is essentially the same character. It's just Sound Blaster was rebuilt after Soundwave got blown up or something like that. And this can peg into his belt right on that hole there. So he can hold that on his belt. He also has a pair of sunglasses. And these fit a little better than the headphones. As you can see. And lastly, I promise you, this is the final one. He has a pair of binoculars. Nice binoculars, all black plastic. And you can see there's a notch in the middle. And if you look on his belt, he's got this little hook or a clip there. And you can snap those into place right on the clip. Pretty much all his other accessories, except for the hands and the head, will fit in the briefcase. So he can almost carry everything with him, which is pretty nice. It's just the extra hands and the extra head that he can't hold on his person. So I get what they were trying to do. Oops, he fell down. I get what they were trying to do with this Chuckles figure, and he does look similar to the original figure, but I think they could have done better with him. Like, I think they were reaching a bit with the accessories they gave him to try to justify the price point, because a lot of them are kind of crap. Like the handcuffs are crap, the lei is crap, the headphones are crap, the sunglasses are crap, you know? Just a bunch of really unnecessary accessories that they added just to boost the price point, trying to make him he shouldn't have been the exclusive. I mean, they were telling a story that he stole from the Crimson Strike team, and that kind of set them up to be the PulseCon exclusive, and they look so much better. Their setup looks so much better than his. Now, when he was originally rumored to be released as the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, there was the rumor included that he would come with an armory of some sort. So, you know, most of us were thinking, ooh, Classified's finally going to release a weapons pack, and maybe even like a shelf or a rack or something to store all the weapons on. Instead, we got, you know, a suitcase, handcuffs, lei, and all this other garbage. The Soundwave, Sound Blaster tape deck is kind of cool. Although you have to wonder why someone would be using something like that in 21st century. I mean, even if he was a retro guy, you'd think he'd want to take something that would be more less likely to fail, you know, more reliable than a tape deck from the 1980s. but it was still kind of cool to have to throw that in there. And his knife and gun both looked really nice. So those were two good things about it. And I didn't mind the suitcase and the file. I think those were good accessories for his. But the beat up head kind of looks goofy. And like I said, the other accessories are kind of lame. Although the knuckle duster hands are kind of cool for extra fists. You don't get enough extra hands with G.I. Joe figures, so getting a pair with knuckle dusters is kind of cool. But let me know what you think down below. Give me a comment if you agree that the accessories are kind of subpar for this character, considering the price point. If you would have expected more for the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, especially since, last year was Dr. Mindbender, and that was so much better than this release. But comment down below, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.